Okay, so guys, I just wanted to talk you through the homework. I had a look at all the homework that you did. You're doing great work. Just have this homework open in front of you and correct it as we go along, because it's very important that you understand the difference between a mixture, a compound, and an element. Okay, so the question gave you all of these different substances and it asked you to say whether they're a mixture or a pure substance. And then if they're a pure substance, you need to say whether they're an element or a compound. So that means that any pure substance is either an element or a compound. If it's a mixture, it cannot be an element or a compound. So you'll see why I have a few blanks here, and we'll talk about that. So if it's a pure substance, it can be an element or a compound. If it's a mixture, it cannot be an element or a compound. And just to reiterate what we were saying yesterday about what a mixture is, a mixture has many different substances together, but they're not chemically combined. Okay, they can be easily separated. So a mixture has substances that are not chemically combined but can be easily separated. So keep that in mind when answering these questions. Okay, chocolate syrup and milk, when they're added together, are they chemically combined? No, so they must be a mixture. And then so that's blank because it's not a compound or an element. Copper metal, that is a pure substance and it is an element. You'll find it on the periodic table of elements and the symbol Cu. Sand and water, is that chemically combined? No, no bonds are formed there. That could be easily separated. So it is a mixture. Distilled water, that's just extremely pure water. We'd have it in the lab in those huge giant bottles of water. So that is so pure. And water is a compound. We know it is H2O. Tap water then, guys, although we drink it, it's not extremely pure. There is little dissolved substances, like they're harmless, but it's not completely pure. So tap water is a mixture. A diamond is a pure substance and it's an element made out of the element carbon, and that the symbol for carbon is capital C. Table sugar is a pure substance and it's a compound. Now it's made up of lots of atoms. It's a large compound, so I wouldn't give you all the different atoms that it's made out of, but just know that table sugar is a compound, a huge large compound of loads of different atoms bonded together. Table sugar and coffee, they're not chemically combined, so that's a mixture. Kool-Aid and water, that's like MiWadi and water, not chemically combined, so that's a mixture. Coca-Cola is also a mixture of lots of different things. They're not chemically combined. Helium gas, that's a pure substance because it's an element that you'd find on the periodic table. Its symbol is He. Hydrogen gas is also a pure substance. There's nothing else in it, only hydrogen, and it is an element. And then trail mix, that's just a mixture of peanuts and sweets and things like that. And it says it in the name even. It's a mixture. It can be easily separated. They're not bonded together. And then air, the air that we breathe is actually a mixture of several different gases such as nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, not chemically combined together. They're all just floating around in the atmosphere. They're not chemically combined. Okay, so correct your own work, please.